Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption, the adventure of Ranger John continues. And if you look at the map, the only story mission that we have left so far is the Abraham Reyes mission, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Yeah. This is actually going to be a bit longer of a recording session than normal. I'm going to record a 2-hour session instead of my normal 1-hour session because next week is spring break and I actually need to have footage stockpiled so that, so I won't be able to, because I won't be able to bring my recording equipment with me back home, so what was I saying? I won't be able to bring my recording equipment with me back home, so I need to record as much as I can, so I can have stuff going up while I'm gone. Yeah, so I'm going to record like a 2-hour session of this. I only need to record 1 hour of Red Dead, luckily enough, so that's fine there. I mean, did I say I only need to record 1 hour of Red Dead? I only need to record 1 hour of Pass Up Survival, so, yeah, so a usual recording session, and I'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it for recording purposes. Now it is time to head to Abraham Reyes. My goal is, since this is a 2-hour recording session, I want to finish Nuevo Paraiso. I love the texture popping in the tree over there. I want to finish up Nuevo Paraiso and then move on to West Elizabeth. Because I believe that's where we're going to next. At least if you look at the options, it says that there's a third area called West Elizabeth, so that's where I'm assuming that we're going to go right after this. And my prediction is that, we're going to get, let's see, who are we looking for? We're looking for Bill Williamson and Escuela, right? So we're going to get Escuela. Bill Williamson is going to be nowhere to be found. We're going to go to West Elizabeth, and that's where we're going to get Bill Williamson and Dutch, because apparently we're supposed to find a guy named Dutch as well. If you were paying attention to the dialogue that John Marston had with Abraham Reyes, I believe it was 2 missions ago, maybe even 1. Who knows? Anyway. Time to go to where we need to go. I didn't know why I sounded like a goat there. Who cares? I'm actually pretty relaxed today. I just got finished, I had physics class today. Yeah. Why do I keep saying physics class? It's like I'm still in high school. Because back in high school, in senior year of high school, I had, I took AP physics, and that was a double block, so, I had physics class for 3rd period, and then I'd have lunch, and then I'd have physics lab for 5th period. Because, we had a block schedule, and I've already explained the whole block schedule, and I don't feel like explaining it again. So if you're curious about the whole block schedule that my the high schools in my county had, you're gonna have to go, back like 2 or 3 videos. Just because. In fact, I'll probably even add like a text and a text thingy to let you know which video I explained it in. Just cause. I don't feel like explaining it again. But yeah, so I had physics lab for 5th period. But, I'm taking lab now in college, and it's like studio lab. And it's like lab and class are like fused together, so I don't know why I distinguish between physics lab and physics class, because it's all the same. Anywho, Lederhosen. The gates of El Presidio. Okay? I was not expecting this, Jesus.
John, excuse me. Oye, mamita, cuando te vea la próxima vez que sea un poco más durito, ¿eh?
Good lord. Oh my god, boobs! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to edit shit out. Thank you, Rockstar!
Who?
Louisa, the girl from Campo Mirada?
Her. A gentleman never tells, but she was a most wonderful... I just say she was increíble. Yes. Let me tell you something. I strongly recommend her. You take her when you have the chance, my brother.
She thinks she's your wife.
My wife? These peasant girls, they believe every word a fellow says. So naive. It's really quite charming. I love peasants. Don't you love peasants? I love them. They have such purity.
Are you gonna marry her?
Ha! Marry a peasant? My dear boy, don't be absurd. I'm going to be the next president of Mexico. My wife will meet ambassadors, kings, other great men. The very thought that I would marry some peasant girl with a tight gun and the hands of a farmer, well, I really don't think so. My mother, que Dios la cuide, would turn in her grave.
Interesting.
But come on, let's run. I've got an amazing present for you, my brother, huh? Yes? The man you seek. Together, we will bring them to justice. Let's go.
I'm still mad that I'm gonna have to edit out boobs. Frickin' pisses me off. Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna write Shotgun with Reyes. Alright, are they gonna have dialogue?
Let's ride, my brother.
Alright, give them 5 seconds. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, they are starting a dialogue.
Word of your fight with Allende's men at El Sepulcro. Finally, the Santa is dead.
Yeah, fuck that
I'm
cunt.
happy it was your bullet, John, after what he did to you at Chuparosa.
I wasn't gonna give him a second chance to kill me.
It must have felt good.
Not particularly. He was hardly worth a bullet.
You guys done there, or can I skip? Alright, 5 more seconds. 5, 4. Okay, never mind.
Abraham.
They are at El Presidio, John. Can you believe it? The place we first met. The scene of one of my greatest victories over Allende's traitors. You could not write a better story.
It's a story I want to finish.
It is a story we both want to finish, my brother. If my rebels can take El Presidio, then we can move on Escalera. The revolution is happening, John.
Are you sure they're there? Escuela and Williamson?
Javier Escuella is there. That much I am sure of. I don't know about Williamson.
Escuela will do for now.
I am told they paid Allende to hide them. They have been in his protection since you arrived in Mexico. You see, you should have trusted your brother Abraham all along.
When we have them, then you can start making me feel bad. Immediately after you thank me for everything I've done for you, amigo.
Alright, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now they got more dialogue.
The name Javier Escuella before. He is from this province. They tell me he was once a notorious bounty hunter and also one of the early revolutionaries.
That sounds about right.
All before my rebellious urges took hold, of course. I think I was still traveling in Europe at the time. I was living in Madrid with the ambassador's wife.
That sounds about right as well. Escuela was always a torn man. A cynic who desperately wanted to be a romantic.
Whereas you, John, are a romantic who wants to be a
Javier would die fighting for what he believed in. He had a lot of passion, no love. Although he really admired Dutch, of course. But then we all did.
He was the leader of your little group of fortune hunters, ¿verdad?
When Dutch started falling apart, it hit Javier harder than any of them. He went crazy. It was like the one thing he'd ever believed in turned out to be a fraud.
You talk about him fondly.
It ain't exactly fondness. We was close once. But he never cared for me or anybody else. Not any of his so-called brothers. He left me to die when he had the chance to save him.
And didn't he teach you any Spanish during all this time you were together?
I remember Cabron being used a lot.
Well, now you get to pay that cabron a surprise visit.
I ain't here for revenge. I just need him and Williamson.
Okay, I'm assuming they're gonna have more dialogue. Give them 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, there we go.
Girl back there.
Another loyal supporter of free Mexico. What? You want a name?
You can't even remember the name of the girl you're marrying.
Have you ever known Power John?
I'm a semi-literate farmer and hired killer. I ain't in the power game.
Then you will never have the knowledge that any woman will bear your child. And for her, it will be an honor.
I've known about enough bastards without making too many more of my own.
A man like me cannot be with just one woman. It would be an injustice to the people I have devoted my life to serve.
You have an interesting way of serving the people. Kind of like a national gigolo.
I owe it to the future of Mexico to breed, my brother. If I can get noble blood flowing through the veins of peasants, can you imagine how great this country can be? An army of reyes, of kings.
I wish I'd never asked.
Okay. Are they finished with dialogue? They're probably not finished. They probably have more to say. Give them 5 more seconds. 5. Yep, no, there we go.
It ain't exactly been a vacation. Why are you talking like this is already over?
I don't know. One way or another, this might be the end. What do you think of the Mexican people?
I ain't sure. Some of them have been kind, but a lot of them tried to kill me.
Come, my brother. I know what you Americans call us. Greasers, sun greeners, pepper guts. For a land of immigrants, you don't like foreigners very much.
I don't care who a man is, what he does, or where he's from. If he treats me right, I'll do the same.
It's that simple for you, isn't it? You would make a fine socialist.
What about the Chinese workers here? I hear you ain't exactly made them very welcome.
That is different. They are in a
Wow.
You have all the makings of a great leader, Abraham.
Wow. As someone who enjoys Chinese culture and is like studying the Chinese language,
The revolution is
I take offense to that, buddy.
Do you have any idea how many times I've thought about the day I will march into Escalera and storm Allende's mansion?
I think I have some idea.
Soon it will be me sleeping on those silk sheets and the colonel lying with the cucarachas.
From what I've seen of Allende, you might want to wash those sheets.
You might be right, my friend.
Do you really think a revolution can work? Do you have enough men?
Revolution begins with one person, John.
One person ain't gonna defeat the Mexican army.
The poor are many and together we are strong. They are ready to fight.
If it does work,
It will.
if it does work, and you take down Allende, what then?
I will give the greatest speech of my life.
But after all the fighting and all the speeches are over, what will you do?
I will march on the capital and take on Sanchez himself.
All right, when Mexico's yours, and you have all the power you desire, what will you do with it?
Like any great leader, my brother, I will delegate.
Alrighty then, are they finished talking so I can commentate? They're probably not. Again, yeah, there we go.
I'm not usually in favor of American interference, but it will be sad to see you go.
I ain't going nowhere till I have Bill Williamson.
What will you do when this is over?
I want to go home, work my land, and grow old with my wife.
That is hard for me to imagine.
It's hard for me too, but I've pulled this trigger too many times now. I'm getting tired.
Well, get ready to pull it a few more times. El Presidio will be heavily guarded.
Oh, I think I got a few more left in me.
Maybe one day you can return to Mexico like Lando Enriquez. A famous outlaw come to die in the sunshine. I can always use a cynical American renegade on my staff.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to just skip this, but I don't want to spoil this, and I don't want to like have you guys miss out on any of the dialogue. So I'm gonna sit through it all. Oh, it's almost the end of the episode. It's getting close to it, at least.
I have the weight of a nation on my shoulders.
Alright, are they done? Give them 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, skipping to destination. And it's almost the end of the episode, actually. Got, about 30 seconds left. Accompany Reyes de El Presidio. If you'll excuse my terrible accent. Alright, so let's end this episode with an awkward pause.
A ruse attack on the side entrance to the fort. Meanwhile, you, my American friend, will drive this wagon at the front gate and jump off when you're close. It's been packed with 5 crates of TNT.
That sounds crazy. How long's the fuse?
Yes, like I say, fun times. It's plenty long enough, I think.